Thank you for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue. Today, in honor of Oktoberfest, I'm going to be cooking up the Burger Meister double cheeseburger. Let's get going. So my father-in-law was from Bavaria. He passed away about 11 years ago or so. My mother-in-law is from Zurich, Switzerland, so I'm making this burger in honor of both of them and the memories I've had of the great German and Swiss food I've had at their house. We're going to kick this off with a kind of a spicy ketchup that's used for currywurst, and it does have a kind of a currywurst, I guess it's pronounced, component to it. So let's get going with that sauce. I have here, little reveal. I've been teasing you guys with this flat top here in a few videos, and it's official now. This is the Ballistic Mojoe, and so myself and the owner of Mojoe Outfitters, we've been talking about doing this for years now. We finally pulled the trigger, so this will probably be available in a couple weeks, but it fits perfectly in the 22.5-inch kettle. And it'll have lifting handles and everything that go with it. I actually have lifting handles, but they're the more outdated handles. And I've just been having a blast cooking on this. So I'll have a link down below so you can keep an eye peeled for this thing when it goes available. It is awesome. So this half of the kettle, I have a pretty good amount of charcoal briquettes. Here I have none, but it's plenty hot enough right here to toast and keep things warm. Got a pan on top here, and we're going to start off with a little bit of olive oil. Probably about a tablespoon or so of minced onion. Okay, the onions are looking good, translucent, getting a little toast on the edges. I have here 1 clove finely minced garlic. It's fresh garlic. I didn't want that to burn, which is why I went with the onions first. Okay, now I have here 1/2 cup tomato ketchup, just regular old ketchup. Stir it in. I have here 1.5 teaspoons of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, sweet paprika. Stir it in. 1 teaspoon of mustard, and I went with the hot mustard, Holman's hot mustard. 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon apple cider vinegar, pinch of cinnamon, pinch of ground cloves. And there we have it. I'm going to pull this off to the cooler side and let it just simmer away. Now I'm just going to hit this area here with a little bit of nonstick, just a little bit. My patties, these are about 5 ounces or so of freshly ground New York strip. And now for this. This is about 4 ounces of ground knockwurst and bratwurst ground together. Just did it this morning. These patties are pretty thin. I'm just going to season one side. A little salt, fresh ground pepper. These burgers are looking good. We had a little breakage on the sausage portion, but I'm fine with that. I didn't really know what to expect with this, and it was a little dry. I think in the future what I'll do is probably add a little bit of pork fat to that, to the grind. This is horseradish cheddar cheese. This is Meister. Have here a couple pretzel buns. Great toast on the buns. Look at that. Wow. We're getting close to being finished. So on this top bun, I have some German spicy brown mustard that I'm going to put on here. First thing I'm going to do is put this first patty on with the Meister cheese, bottom bun, horseradish cheddar. Now the scary part, hopefully this will hold together. Even if it doesn't, as crumbles, it'll be great. Yeah, it looks good. There we go. I'll accept that. Now that curried ketchup. On top of this, again, this is a ground bratwurst with the ground knockwurst mixed together. I ground them actually together. Wow, this just smells unbelievable. Now to keep it legit, going with some sauerkraut. And this is, you know, has that kind of soury, pickly flavor that I like on a burger. And I love sauerkraut. This is something when I was growing up I didn't like, but my mother-in-law basically made me fall in love with this stuff. Like I fell in love with her daughter. I don't know if my wife's going to appreciate that. All right, let's crown this beauty. Nice. So we'll go ahead and slice this in half. Even though it's fully cooked, there's nothing medium rare to look at in this burger. We'll give it a cross cut. Really happy about that sausage patty, how it held together. All right. There we go. Looks good. Smells amazing. Let's give this a shot. That is a killer burger. Killer burger. First of all, those pretzel rolls are just so good. They're so soft. I mean, they're fresh, so they're soft, and yet they're hearty. They stand up to all the sauce. The spicy brown mustard, again, first you get it in the nose first, and then just a nice little heat. Then it's kind of balancing off with the sauerkraut, the sourness of that sauerkraut. And that currywurst sauce, it's just so good. I know a lot of people kind of look down on ketchup when it comes to a burger, but this is no longer ketchup. It's a sauce. And wow, I mean, it's elevated. And the fact that it's also warm on the burger, it's not a cold sauce, just adds that much more. I mean, the aromatics coming off the burger when you're eating it are just amazing. The sausage patty, a little bit bummed that it kind of broke on me. Again, lessons learned. Next time I'll add a little pork fat when I'm grinding it. But other than that, it turned out exactly how I wanted it to. It's nice and thin, it's nice and crispy. It adds that kind of bacon component. And I think it does well in honoring Germany and Oktoberfest. I'm happy with this burger, guys. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Please make sure you sub. Make sure you hit that bell if you haven't hit the notification bell. I'd appreciate it. Happy Oktoberfest. Prost.